Hey up me ducks, how are you? Are you alright? That's a traditional greeting from the Loughborough area. When I started work as a cub reporter in 1955, the local lingo was very much alive and kicking. Being a local lad, I knew quite a lot about the lingo, but as I travelled out and about into the villages and spoke to some of the old timers, I learnt many new phrases. Over the years, due to the influence of radio and television and to the fact that people get out and about more, much of the local lingo has been lost and rough edges have been taken off accents, but some of the old favourites are still around if you keep your ears open. Here are just a few of them. Where you going to get 'em? Where will you obtain the items? It's a bit black of a bill's mother's. The sky's somewhat dark in the distance. Shut your cake hole or I'll flick your tabs. If you do not be quiet, I'm going to box your ears. Hark at him. Listen to how he's going on. Gives a grab of your cob. May I share your bread roll with you, please? Been down? Have you attended the football match and what was the score? Going down? Are you planning to attend the football match? I told her she could please the sen. I informed her that the choice was hers. Are you mashed? Have you made a pot of tea? You're mardy. You're a real spoilsport, and so on. I said in a previous video that one of my jobs was to rewrite copy sent in by village correspondents, and most of the time it was straightforward work, although you did need to keep your wits about you a little bit. I remember one occasion when I was rewriting a report of a village gala, and I came across a phrase that I thought should really be welly wanging contest, only in the middle of the wanging there was a K instead of a G. I rang the correspondent to check on this and said, surely this should be welly wanging contest, and she said, oh no me duck, our game ain't nout like that, it's much different to that. As the Echo's a family newspaper, I decided not to quiz her further, and of course I put it in the Echo as welly wanging contest. I later learnt that she was none too pleased, and I never have found out what their game actually comprises. My first 6 months on the Echo flew by. I had short-term classes 2 nights a week, and then I had regular evening engagements, and on a Saturday the summer garden fetes and parties were followed by the autumn fairs and then by the Christmas bazaars, and there was no rest on Christmas Day. Let me explain. It was the custom at that time for the Mayor and Mayoress to visit Hastings Household People's Home and Loughborough General Hospital to dispense seasonal cheer and civic greetings, and an Echo reporter and photographer always accompanied them. On my first year I was given the honour of being the reporter, and I was briefed to take note of to whom the Mayor and Mayoress spoke, so that I could interview them and then put some of their comments into my report. Obviously there were some hard luck stories from people who were in hospital over Christmas, but it wasn't very hard. It wasn't hard work at all, and at the end of each visit there were mince pies and a couple of glasses of sherry, so I staggered home in quite a merry mood. Fortunately I did not have too far to go. Back at the office after Christmas, we got back into top gear, producing good newspapers, and there's much to interest us as always, and we also prepared ourselves for the unexpected. Every newspaper office has to be ready for the unexpected, and it can come in a variety of forms. I remember one Friday when a very irate reader came into the editorial office and demanded to speak to the editor, Charles Harris. The editor asked him what it was all about, and he said, it's about this small ad for a parrot. The editor picked up a copy of the Echo and found the miscellaneous sales, and the man pointed out the advert concerned. It said something like, parrot for sale answers the name Polly, very large beak, unusual colouring, very talkative, and it gave an address near to the town centre, and the price was about £2. Charles Harris scrutinised the advert very carefully, expecting that there was a spelling mistake in it which would turn an innocent word into a foul one. But after 2 minutes he told the man, "There's nothing wrong with this advert." And the man said, "Oh yes there is, that Parrot is my wife." It turned out that the man's wife had a rather large nose, and his workmates called her Polly behind his back. One very malicious workmate had decided to advertise her for sale in the paper. The man started muttering about taking legal advice, and as he stormed out of the office, he shouted, and this is the most surprising bit, "And she's too cheap at £2! Goodbye for now.